So Connor, last week's win in the FA Trophy against Ebbsfleet, tough conditions as well. How did you find it?
Yeah, listen, first and foremost we were pleased the game went ahead, because obviously it left us with a not so disrupted week, which obviously was a concern of ours going into the game. But yeah, conditions didn't help the game, but I thought we were a good professional performance considering we made a lot of change, and it was also positive to get a lot of minutes into the lads that haven't played as much of late. So yeah, good result, solid performance, looked comfortable throughout, probably should have been more, which is obviously a common theme when we sit in these interviews. But yeah, good performance, and as I say, great to get minutes into some of the lads.
The next round sees us head to Altrincham at the start of January, a tough draw as well, so how are you sort of faring for that one?
Listen, we always take it one game at a time, and obviously old cliche and we say it all the time, but yeah, tough draw, and when it comes on the 4th of Jan, obviously we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but for now obviously the focus is our next game, which is obviously Ebbsfleet. So listen, great to get through to the next round. As I said, you probably can't get much more difficult ties than away. It's always a great team, obviously tough place to go, so as I said, we'll take that game when it comes, and we'll focus on what's next.
A fair number of players were handed a rest last weekend. In a busy festive period, how much of a boost can that be maybe for recovery for them?
Yeah, listen, there's obviously there's lads that are well documented that have had injury problems, so it's always good to give them a little break when it can get a bit congested in terms of fixtures. So yeah, that's always important, and also not so much resting the lads. It's great to get minutes into some of the lads that haven't played as much recently to keep them as sharp as possible. So that's always a positive. As I said, great performance for them. Few of them done themselves no harm at all in terms of giving us more headaches with selection, which has already been tough with a lot of lads back from injury. So we've got a great squad. We knew that we've got the luxury now that we can rotate like that and still be really strong and competitive. So great performance, great to rest people, and great to get minutes into the other lads. So we're looking forward now to Ebbsfleet and another, hopefully going a good run now again in the league.
Like you just said, Ebbsfleet are the opponents tomorrow. They've made a manager change on Wednesday. Does that maybe change any approach heading into this game?
Listen, it just makes it a little bit more unknown. Obviously, each manager has their own beliefs, so I suppose his will be slightly different to the manager that's just left. So listen, it doesn't change anything from our point of view. We stick to what we do and our principles and how we play, and hopefully be on the right end of the result. I know obviously Josh took a game earlier in the season when their first manager, Danny, was left, and they drew none of all the shots, so clearly gotten well organised. So it was a key game for us to watch. But listen, you can't read too much into things. That's a long time ago. They got a lot of different players since then. So we've watched them obviously as best we can. In recent weeks, we've watched them back when he was a manager. So we're as clued up as we can be without obviously knowing too much in terms of what he plans to do tomorrow, because of obviously he hasn't had a team in the last couple of months. So.
Yeah, they've obviously struggled so far this season. I'm pretty sure they're still in the bottom 4. How does it fare with a team like us who are on good form?
It's tough, and I know we always say there's no easy games, and it's true, there is no easy games in the division. Obviously our home record's been excellent, but no team's going to just come here and roll over. It's not going to be the case. We've touched on it many a time. They'll come here. We all know the old thing of that, the new manager bounce and all that stuff. So they'll have a bit between their teeth, and obviously they're fighting for their lives. So we know it's going to be a tough game. It's not like they're getting, especially in recent weeks, they've been tight games. They had a couple of good results. They draw at Boston, obviously drew in the FA Trophy. I know they lost on pens, but not an easy place to go to Sutton and draw 3-3. So they're not getting beat easy. They've been competitive in games. We know it's going to be another tough test. They got some really good players.
Thanks for your time.
Cheers, guys.